Hello，大家好，我是 Cray。今天我们继续来玩《神界原罪2》。上次我们玩到船上，然后跟晋元导师对完话。我们要去调查一下那个船上为什么会有死掉的人。OK，那我们跟他对完话，还交易过了，我们现在就开门。OK，这里站着2位晋元导师。
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
他们现在正在调查。
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
这里发生了谋杀。梅洛尔，这位是卡多克，好像记得新罗队，我看一下，希望好像对有位叫斯图尔特，哦，不是这里，这位叫梅洛尔卡多克，沃斯特，那我们对话一下，找这位女的。对话一下。
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
年轻的晋元导师，看来是个新人。
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
他不会跟我讲话。
The pale young woman doesn't acknowledge you. She nods to the right without moving her gaze from the ground.
他不跟我讲话。
The pale young woman doesn't acknowledge you. She nods to the right without moving her gaze from the ground.
交易一下，看他有什么。毒箭头，这个好像可以跟剑柄拿来做剑，卖点东西给他吧。
Yes, this is a rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
不知道可不可以一次，把东西全部放上去，试一下，是按 Ctrl 吗？也不是，Shift 吗？也不是，那怎么？好吧，我之后再研究一下。
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
好像超过了8块钱。OK， 那鸡爪。鸡爪 ，OK， 先这样子。
No lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic.
被魔法抽干。
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
晕船，我们是个猛男，应该不会晕船。我看一下，问他一下发生什么。
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
带着警圈，那说不定有人可以自己解下来啊。
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Always does，这沃斯特这么厉害吗？总能。问他你能否协助调查？ 为什么要帮他们呢？认识他？
It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here.
什么意思
No
呢？
lesions, no trauma. He was blessed.
We'll find out who did it, one way or another. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. 哦，这个人这么多钱，身上带了啤酒。
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
这个应该不需要。有没有办法一键把它全部可以一次
My,
一次给出去？
these smells are strong
是按 Auto，
stuff.
试一下按 Auto， 也不行，虚无者也不行。
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or
全
was
都
he
留着吧，
already here?
毫无用处。卡牌不知道怎么用。确哦，平衡。哦，拿出所有代收物。OK， 平衡一下。这个梯
Did
子
the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
鲜血可以导电或冻结。打开完全会变偷窃吧？要不先问他一下？要不先问他一下？
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
没有虚空异兽，告诉他，他可不是人保护人，而是逮捕人。为什么？对啊，为什么允许我呢？
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
OK，
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
也许你能，这个没有必要吧？找麻烦。你还没有掌握这个技巧。问他会不会调查一下，进而什么的，进源导师。对啊，进源导师有可能下手啊。
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you.
看起来他们也没有什么线索。
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
哦，他要我去当他的眼线是吧？
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
一枚金币。有趣的事会告诉他，不当告密者。大笑。啊，我们这个人比较敦厚老实啊，就不选一些比较狂的选项。好，我们假装善意啊，跟他说我们会帮他调查。
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
OK，
What a well of knowledge this tomb is.
Yes, this is a
such
rare
dear
kind of
lending it to
magic.
me.
I'll need to write to headquarters right away. So, anything interesting for me?
张衬衫哦，他身上有一个衬衫，2级护甲，或许可以跟他买一下。要不哦，这50块，哇，这么值钱，这是真金杯啊！那要不跟他买一下，然后这个卖他，这50块，哦，他钱不够，钱不够啊，那这就算了，15块钱，15块，2点护甲。好吧，买了，多多益善嘛。啊，哦，哦，按错了，不好意思。你的出价在侮辱我。OK。有趣的是。让他对有趣做个定义。有趣做个定
I'll
义。
take that as a no.
哼，行，他这个人没什么幽默感。看一下。找到蜜源术士，杀死蜜源术士的凶手。找到凶手，那我可以看步。保证一下，可以让我看一下步。破损的蜜源警券。诗集，哎，这边有个诗集，偷取应该会被抓到吧？
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
打开好像就我试一下。哦，谁告诉你可以碰它的？哦，啊，不好意思，读一下档。OK， 不碰。这个嘛，好像应该是可以潜行的。我记得这游戏可以偷窃。
Who?
怎么偷窃呢？我看一下。潜行。潜行应该有快捷键，对，我找一下。潜行。前行按 C，OK。如果当面前行会怎么样呢？
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
一大块肉。OK。这游戏精灵是可以吃掉人，然后获取他的记忆，这是精灵的设定。所以如果可以找一个精灵队友，然后让他吃这块肉，我们就可以获得这个主人生前的讯息。然后我上一集战斗的时候，有个地方说错了，就是 脚下是黄圈的，好像不是队友，
Did the murderer take him into this room?
只能算
Or
中
was
立
he
的，
already here?
只能算中立人物，中立阵营。这头卸一下 ，OK。犯罪现场 ，OK， 我们离开一下，道歉 ，OK。应该不会被发现吧？你休想一直躲下去！哈，就他这调查能力，还想抓到犯人？OK， 我们看一下我的一个破碎的警圈，它是个赃物。
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time
所以它
with
是
the
个坏掉的
others.
东西，坏掉的警圈，没有任何作用。诗集 ，OK， 阅读一下。诗
What
集
a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
这个来自浮木镇的女人，原本对我毫不在意，她却吻了我，祷告灵验了我，结束她的馈赠。但让我失望的是，她竟是只蜘蛛浮木镇，我不过是她的食物。她是一个蜘蛛，所以她是蜘蛛女。饱餐饮都花舔了鲜红嘴唇，我站起来才缓过神。她感谢我的到来，并向我道别。祷告去坐下，我伤口已经
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
有一只蜘蛛精，他并没有把它吃掉，他只是吸了它的血吧。这应该是个提示。最风流的矮人感到脸红，这种内容也会脸红。那我只能说这个矮人也太精纯了。
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
有个图案，真的假的？我身上倒是有个图案。静远导师的身上有这个图案吗？你看有个像眼睛的图案吗？这手上有个眼睛，我们背后有一个眼睛，这感觉有点像那个塞尔达里面伊盖队还有
No lesions, no trauma.
卡卡利克的那个图案。空的，一杯水，一杯酒。有个梯子，先上去吗？这是我们的任务点，谋杀受害人。我们先存个档，看看可不可以上去。看一下。
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
哦，被堵住了。OK， 现在上不去。
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
哦，洛斯好像是一个比较活泼的妹子。
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
哦，这是伊凡。
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
I forgot
how to sing. I did.
哦，这是西贝尔。
I've
西贝
seen
尔，
more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
西贝尔的话，西贝尔的个性就比较像一只猫。我这边有一只羊。
These smelling salts are strong stuff.
OK， 跟他对话一下。好吧，我们没有办法跟动物讲话。睡袋。哦，睡袋可以治疗。OK。获得精力充沛，
Please, Losa.
力量敏捷，智力加1，
I forgot how to sing. I did.
所以可以不会陷入沉默失眠击倒，所以这个在战斗之前可以先按一下，然后进入战斗，还是挺好用的。哦，解锁状态才能移除。OK， 要把它解锁是吧？就可以随便移动这样。那我们先放在这里，放这里。OK。
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
这边有小孩子想要叫洛斯唱歌，他好像是个吟游诗人的样子。好，我们先找洛斯对话一下。
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
啊，这是猩红王子。
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
他是个高贵的王子。
Be good, you scallywags.
他们踢球，这我球可以拿走吗？哦，可以拿走，球可以拿走。
Right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
看起来他们是认识的，然后咱们再相互嘴炮，暴力。
It was one of them. I know it.
特莱斯，
Would you put a
Some-
knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
洛斯
They，don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep
这是
carrying on.
哦，这是比斯特。
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
啊，他
Can
们
we
现在很紧
just
张。
skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Come on. Please, Losa.
洛斯 ，OK，
Be good, you scallywags.
我先找洛斯讲话，调查一下他好了。他是个天才法师，对，他是个法师，那或许可以让他们加入我们队伍。他是人类，这是人类给的哦，好像他比我们多一个天赋的样子，他也会交易技能。好感顶，生命之力。OK， 罗斯。那跟他对话一下。
Sing us a song. I know you can. I forgot how to sing. I did.
OK， 对话一下。
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Husband， 哇，上来直接叫老公。
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical.
第一个是跟他合作，斜眼看着他们，他肯定是把污做其他人，臭小孩。OK， 那我们就合作一下吧。
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
约瑟夫·格里布德布皮夫人，他临时可以想到这么长的名字。哦，这里会有好感度。OK， 好感度+2，因为我们跟他合作，所以他对我们的好感度增加。OK。
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
赶走了孩子。
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
这些小孩是很聪明。
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
的确是这样，跟他握手，问他能不能找到更多年龄合适的同伴。这第三个就非常的冷酷，这样，跟他握手吧。
You presume right.
握手有加好感吗？没有，没有加好感。问他是否知道传承魔术，可以互相照应。OK， 套个关系。
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
好吧，被他拒绝了。
You take care, though.
我们看一下，调查一下。
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
无知便是福。这句话一体两面啊。他不能交易。OK。
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
我知道他体内，洛斯体内好像是有一些奇怪的恶灵吧。反正他体内是有些东西的。
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
OK， 那我们找这几个他的高级俱乐部小孩对话。贾伦。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turn it.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
OK， 很厉害很厉害。交易一下。要不给你个水桶？这是赃物，赃物他收吗？这先留着吧。好感度里。
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
看一下，他对我们的好感度+2 ，OK。到时候把他招进来了，我们需要队上需要一个法师。保利。
You're a human, like me. That means we're friends already. My mum told me not to make friends with lizards and elves and dwarves and stuff. But I think they're okay.
OK， 他妈好像有点种族歧视的感觉，但应该是为了保护这个孩子吧。跟大家说，尖锐石片。哦，对，我们买了一件衣服，等下把它装上，差点忘记了。这样可以合成东西。 我把它装上。把它装上。OK。装备。OK， 我们就有一件带护甲的衣服。记得好像可以合成。哪合成的？地图日志。哦，工艺面板。OK。我们现在只有匕首，好像小刀有绳子，但是我没有短棍。短棍好像可以用削的吧？知不知道这个小刀，这个不知道攻击力多少？组合一下。这个削下来不知道会变什么，要不我们试一下？试一下，这个把它卸下，然后按 G 组合一下，然后试一下，组合看看。OK， 长树枝。材料长树枝，长树枝还能再削吗？我有点想要一个短棍，长树枝，再试试看，一个。
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
哦，有了短棍，那我们应该就可以制作 OK 匕首、小刀 OK 可以制作。哦，短棍、剑矢，短棍是列在剑矢，所以应该可以再削，就变成剑。那我们做个短棒。我看一下本来这个，本来我们这个是多少？3到4，然后有可以背刺。3到4，160暴击伤害，受敏捷影响，它本来是个敏捷武器。我现在把它合成一下，组合。OK， 看一下，3到4，现在变4到5，变一把单手剑，然后受力量影响，这样就比较适合我们，因为它攻击范围也变1.2。
You are Jill, aren't you? I ain't saying nothing.
吉尔还在调查。
Bloody dwarves! I'll come back to you, and you better be ready to talk here.
还找白人麻烦。OK， 那我们就把它装备上。
Come on, please, Losa.
OK， 我们
A
现在
no doesn't become a yes
攻
over
击就
time.
增加了，长这样。
They don't care about us.
非常的原始。OK。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
我们跟谁对话
Just
过了？
skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
保利跟伤敌。
You think me mad?
保利跟伤敌。
Mad?
找特莱斯。
No. Insufferable.
You look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home.
弗莱德，这不知道后面会不会遇到弗莱德。这游戏的人有时候都有一些千丝万缕的关系，只是名字太多了，可能会记不住。这个没什么用，就把它卖了吧。我们去找西贝尔。西贝尔，你跟他不熟的时候，他会对你有着非常 非常非常高的境界。
One of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
看一下西北在干嘛的？
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
好像在戳
One
什
of
么
us
东西
wouldn't。kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
博学，
You think me mad?
Mad? No.
这是经
Insufferable?
理的天赋。
Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll
Kenny
tell you if you
角色
can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
哦，他是刺客，他是个刺客。OK， 哦，
Why won't you
博学，
sing?
博学有什么用呢？
Be good, you scallywags.
博学，我看一下。OK， 看， 哦，这是技能，就我现在的技能。
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben
博
Nest.
学有什么用？
Your kind always hung closest to our divine,
博学，
like wolves around
博
a
学可以调查敌人或鉴定物品。OK， 提高博学可以使你更快的鉴别更多物品。
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
可以鉴定物品，可以获得怪物的讯息。
It was one of
这个
them. I know
在
it.
战斗中还是蛮有用的。
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
我找他对话一下。
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
老巫婆，
Can we just skip to the part
Snake eyes.
where you and you shut up?
2点。
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell
问
you
你
if
能不
you
能加入他？
quiet long enough for me to listen.
问他可不可以加入他？
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
决定命运。
It was one of them.
牛的肠子预测未来。
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
皱眉，
They don't care about us.
谁的命运？
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if
牛
you
的
keep
肠子。
carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
决定谁的命？这应该是我的命运吧？
Mad? Insufferable?
用牛的肠子预测未来。
What are you trying to hear anyway?
我们会选哪个呢？
If you can keep
我
it
们这个人是
quiet
比
long
较
enough for me to listen.
谁的命运？应该是我的命运吧？
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten.
牛肠子预测未来，谁的命运？
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
哦，不是我的命运啊。
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Never say never, though.
I know you can. That's enough.
问他能不能牛肠子预测未来？
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too.
OK， 就是精灵可以吃掉人的肉，然后获得他们的记忆。
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
舔舔手臂，就这个西贝尔就跟猫一样，
It was one of them. I know it.
拒绝，
Put a knuckle in it. I'm
好，伸
trying
出
to
手臂
concentrate.
，OK，
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
I'll give you that
就跟
knuckle
猫一
if
样
you。keep carrying on.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone.
非常特别的人。
You were reminiscing. about the things you used to do together.
一起做过的事。OK。
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
尴尬的盯着地面，睁大眼睛。就这个吧。
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Until
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
的比斯特。
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
OK， 调查一下。命不该绝哦，他自带一个复活甲。OK， 他已经点出复活甲了。虎背熊腰。增加生命值。还有闪避。
I ain't saying nothing.
Bloody dwarves, I'll come back to you, and you better be ready to talk here.
前行。OK， 他会前行。
Come on, please, Losa.
That's enough now.
它定位应该是个，
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right?
应该是个
I
战士
always
吧
knew you'd turn out
肯定不
rotten,
是战士。
Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
You've got
看
this
一下，好
on
看
a。leash now.
也是零。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here,
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
看起来是个喜欢精心打扮的。
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
boy， 小伙子。对，我们是比较和善的人，所以第一个就不选，拒绝他的要求。对，先顺着他吧。
The ship, of course.
啊，听听看。
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash, and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
that right? I always knew you'd turn out
听到海浪，然后木头，
Your kind always hung closest to
And?
our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
像病人一样的呻吟。
You've got this wolf on a leash.
大海似乎很愤怒，
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here,
说你的船有像海鸥一样喋喋不休。像病人一样的呻吟吧，比较符合我们的情境。
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums.
靠，这爱人就是满嘴脏话。
But there's more. Listen close.
Listen
I
close.
always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
There now, just like that.
Always hung closest to our divine
Squeak!
campfire.
Squeak，这是什么意思？
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
Aha!
啊哈，
Soon as the Inquisitor gets
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back, the other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
There's
老
nothing
鼠
else I can make.
，OK， 是老鼠。
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable.
那意
I've
味着
never
什么？
dined on anything less than a dozen horses.
啊，对啊，
And I don't intend to
为什
do
么如
away
此兴奋呢？
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
哦，看来他是个很老练的水手，可以听声辨位，光听声音就可以知道我们的方位。我们在向东航行。
Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
OK， 他是个很老练的水手。哼，不该那样对待他优美的呼吸。问他为什么去欢乐堡让他那么兴奋。熟练的水手。我先赞美他一下。
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here.
啊，他居然没有加我好感，我称赞他，他居然没加我好感。好吧。
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
OK， 他另有打算。
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
逃跑计划。我问他要不要逃跑。但是他跟我的定位重复了。逃跑计划，我应该不会，因为这游戏队友预设只能4个人一组，扣掉我的话还能选3个人，所以我应该不会拉他上船，拉他进我的团伙。我问他一下嘛，说不定他会提供什么讯息。
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
抚弄胡须 ，OK。他不理我 ，OK。就是一个矮人。
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well,
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
哦，所以吉尔怀疑是那个靖远导师干的。低语藤，这个我记得好像可以合成无法护甲。
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
睡袋，这睡袋应该拿一个就好了吧？哦，这个20块啊。多来几个。
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
这个矮人非常的不安。
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
找他对话一下。
Please, please, please.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
肺炎哦，这个就是那个 不死族，骷髅人，骷髅人，亚伦。
Name？
问我的名字，问他是谁，想知道你的名字。问他是谁。告诉他名字吧。告诉他，问他是谁。
The Divine Order wants to know.
OK。神谕教团。
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
哦，他在调查。
Your kind always hung closest to our divine.
哦，他有短棍。
Around a campfire.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
第一次大检查。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with him.
啊？为啥？哦，因为我有交易，我有交易 ，OK。
I forgot how to sing. I did.
睡袋应该留一个就好了。这个。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Okay.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine. Wolves around a campfire.
这个呢 ？OK， 听不懂。
This wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with him.
猩红王子。 他应该是个战士，跟我一样有伺机而动。
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
他久经沙场，应该是蜥蜴人的天赋。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
10%火抗和毒素抗性。
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
他伶牙俐齿，那
Can we just skip to the part where I
他应该是跟我
reassure
是
you
重
and
复
you
的。
shut up?
You think me mad?
所以法师，所以洛斯，西贝尔刺客。
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough
然
for
后
me to
应该要
listen.
选伊凡，弓箭手入队。
This slop as food.
OK。
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
应该就是伊凡、西贝尔跟洛斯。 对，一个法师，一个刺客，然后一个弓箭手。
I've never dined on anything less than.
那我们的就偏。
And I don't intend to do away with the custom.
或者不要弓箭手。
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Majesty's more concern.
那就洛斯、西贝尔跟伊凡。
Me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
OK， 他对话一下。
Well, well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
这个猩红王子，好像是个标准的傲娇。就你跟他不熟的时候，他非常的毒舌。
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
然后他非常的高傲。
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
捏我的下巴，顺着他，吓一跳，甩开他的手。我们是个淡定的战士，所以我们选2吧。
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious.
为什么呢？
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
上等货色。
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
他需要找一个厨师。大笑。火鸡和萝卜。好，我们就厨房中的奇才吧。
Music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
他找裁缝。将手指插入衣服上的一个洞，说这些洞可以使你夏天凉快。我们选一吧。
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed.
让乞丐变身成贵人。
On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
精致的化妆艺术。
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
很熟悉梳子、粉底和香水。这看一下。哦，他需要一个化妆师，他需要裁缝、厨师，还有化妆师。啊，这我们可能就不是很擅长。那如果我们全部选他喜欢的呢？想想，那就选2吧。
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils.
毕竟我们是囚犯嘛，所以很久没洗澡了。
So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and tailor, but your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun. Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
我是他的奴隶。我是他的奴隶。欣喜若狂，欣喜若狂，我肯定不接受啊！一拳打在脸上。我们是个比较淡定的人，选2吧。
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of this honor to sink in. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
Now shoo. 非常不客气啊。
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
啤酒。这应该是他的
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That's right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung close.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
OK， 他是一个非常娇贵的人，奈米啊。
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
给你个锅，锅是留的。
We're like cattle to them.
三文鱼派。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
三文鱼应该就是。
One of us wouldn't kill our own.
尾鱼还是鲑鱼
Picking us off one by one.
这好像是大陆翻译吧。
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable.
水桶哦，这个水桶好像很重，不过你搬得动的话，你可以。
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet.
如果你搬得动这个水桶的话，就可以
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like like wolves
觉得它好像
around a
很重。
campfire.
哦，60公斤。
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
就你如果搬得重
As
的
soon
话，
as
你
the
可以
Inquisitor gets here, we'll
随
hand
身
you
带
right
着。
over the side of this ship with it.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you. You are Jill, aren't you?
I ain't
有力
saying
的钥匙。
Bloody dwarves. I'll
维克
come
多。
back to you. And you better be ready to talk here.
他们好像是老朋友吧？这两个人好像是老朋友。看一下伊凡，他会跟动物对话，所以伊凡必须要入队啊，不然我们就没有人跟动
Would
物
you
对
put
话
a。knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
然后心灵手巧是人类自带的，开源节流。哦，人类自带这两个。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
那我们就伊凡，然后西贝尔跟洛斯 ，OK， 就我们4人。
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
找伊凡对话一下。
Mad?
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
他怀疑是他做的。
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
士兵不知为何本能向伊凡敬礼，但你忍住了。本能向他敬礼。为什么跟他敬礼呢？我有个士兵身份。那既然我们要跟伊凡搞好关系，要拉伊凡入队，跟他搞好关系吧。忍住 ，OK， 跟他敬个礼。
Ifan seems amused at the gesture, but he bats your arm down from the salute when the Magister sees what you're doing.
OK， 看起来开心。
You served?
的确有服役过，但你不想告诉他。撒谎。确实服役过。OK， 我们就预设我们曾经为卢锡安效劳过，毕竟我们是个人类嘛。对。哦，不对，就是这个就是我们人类的话，人类大部分都为卢锡安效劳过，的确有服役过。那人类卢锡安效劳要1还是2呢？不想告诉他曾为卢锡安效劳，那我们就选3吧。曾经为卢锡安效劳过。
Me too.
OK， 我们就预设是曾经效劳过卢锡安。
A long, long time ago now. Long before Source became reason to leash a man like a dog.
OK， 我们现在拉近了一点关系，毕竟我们有共同点。
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
OK， 他跟我们关系不错。
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
这伊凡的声音非常的性感。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water.
问他一下。
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Vic， 这个人叫维克多。
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
关系非常的不好。
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
好，他们是算是从小就认识的。 我问他为什么被关了。
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
我在谋杀案。
No.
是否是他干的？他说不是。
The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
芬恩。 芬恩倒是跟费恩听起来有点像。
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show.
亚历山大就是卢西安的儿子。看起来伊凡对亚历山大没什么好感。
Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
想见见亚历山大。 不愿跟那种人打交道，对他不感兴趣。哼，啊，选一吧，比较狂一点。
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
哼，告诉他你名字。拒绝回答。我叫吉尔。OK， 我叫吉尔。
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
小册子，记小本本上。OK， 他也不调查一下我是不是真名。
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
OK， 一般是个很帅的人。
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your.
有一把油腻的钥匙，油腻的门，那你应该是开这个。
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing
油
about
腻的钥
sauce.
匙，那我们把它移开一下。把它移到这边。
One of them. I know it.
移到这里。
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
油腻的钥匙。
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
我们还有一个人没有
I'll give you
没有
that
对话
knuckle
过。
if you keep carrying on.
这个
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
费恩，费恩倒是更分，
Can we just skip to the
倒
part
是跟
where I
分
reassure you and you shut
还
up?
挺像的。
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
费恩是那个不死人，
I'll tell you if you can
配
keep
的
it。quiet long enough for me to
看
listen.
一下他有什么。天才法师 ，OK， 跟
Never
哇，他有
thought
4个
you'd
天
end up
赋
a，prison guard.
天才法师，跟洛斯一样。
That right?
黄领他是个死人他是个不死族，
Your kind always hung
可以透过
closest to
毒
our
素回
divine
血，但是治疗会
around a campfire.
让他受伤。
this wolf on a leash now.
即使你的魔法护甲仍然存在，依然会获得中毒效果。哦。总之就是中毒可以让它回血。先祖传承，它有博学。他为什么又获得精灵的那个呢？就是伪装效果。为什么他有精灵的天赋？答对。
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail.
克兰利休伯特。
He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
神秘者。哦，我们好像有，我们是不是有个神秘者？神秘者，我看一下，我们是个，哎，我们不是神秘者啊，我们是学者。学者、士兵、男性人类。为什么会有个神秘者的选项？神秘者。问他在做什么？问对方是谁？伸出手。神秘者。那问他一下吧，有什么可以看？
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle.
因为他是个不死人嘛，所以他好像活了很久。不过他知道开头跟结尾，忘记中间的细节。
Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Our world. 神域教团和黑环之间的战争。在这场战争面前，一切都是那样的渺小。黑环应该是个组织。然后，我们用人类角度，就是绿尾龙过去就是神域教团的历史，谈谈神域者卢西安尼加的儿子亚历山大。就是这个是认为以神域教团的视角为主，就是士兵的视角。最近发生的威胁，近人导师以及整个绿尾龙与虚空异兽战斗。学者，可以向他推荐一些各种族的史书。那我们就学者吧。学者
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
毫无兴趣。
No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
神。天界。
This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before.
他想要知道这是什么创世之前的故事吗？
Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
他想要知道神在哪，承认有些事才是未知的。众神是自然的力量，自然的力量。如果想看传说，他就不应该看史书，应该读史书，不应该读史书。 想看传说不应该读书。为什么对神这么感兴趣？所以神是传说是吧？为什么对神这么感兴趣呢？
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not?
开始敷衍你。
Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
啊，坚持问他一下。要坚持问他吗？
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
啊，不理我们 ，OK。
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with it.
配的。
Keep those bubbles trained on her.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger.
哦，这应该是我们的任务。OK， 那我们先不过来，我们先去把这个门，先去把那个门打开。
You faring okay so far?
哦，这个人还不错，他还关心我们。告诉他你很好。更糟糕的情况，问他是否真的在乎。问他如果觉得像条狗。好，这个非常的嘲讽。那就这个吧，既然他对我们比较友善一点。
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know.
啊，他是个相对善良的人，然后他觉得跟着亚历山大的统治的话，事情会有好转。啊，心里还怀着希望。
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
OK。他帮我们开门。这位佩德还不错。 温蒂格，哦，这是威廉姆斯。威廉姆斯。这威廉姆斯感觉就是比其他两个高级，护甲比较高。等一下应该要跟是要跟他们打吗？亨沃尔，亨沃尔就是刚刚那个，就是被关在底下跟我们一起出来那个。
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
跟他讲话一下。
Take care of yourself now.
OK， 这个人其实还不错的。啊。给他个什么呢？
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
睡袋。OK。这个1块钱，12块钱，把它掏空吧。 一瓶水。 可以这样吧。等一下过去应该是一场战斗。那我们先把那个。 先把这个门开了，震荡一下。OK， 开锁。我们因为有一把钥匙，我们有一把油腻的钥匙，油腻的钥匙，对这把油腻的钥匙。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Do you?
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
日记，读一下。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over
这
the
本书
side
上
of
没
the
有任
ship
何
with
文
him.
字，每一页都是龙的画像。画师不能说天赋异禀，但一定很热爱做画作，都是龙。
You seem on edge, officer.
有个喜欢画龙，
Murder most
好久。
Strong suspect you know all about it.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
角刀。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
土豆泥。
Unacceptable.
毒液品。
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I
土豆
don't
泥
intend to do away
可以
with
加力量 ，OK， 非常的好。
Well,
也可以6个回合。
there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Majesty's more concern than your appetite.
哦，这是用来喝的，就
You
是
get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
如果是不死族就可以喝这个。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That's right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
飞鱼。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship.
这游戏的食物应该是不会坏掉的。洗衣盆。哦，恢复卷轴可以回血。解除中毒跟流血 ，OK。就是你不会恢复术的话，可以用卷轴。这个上一集有提到过。啊，这边有个锁着的门。洗衣盆，这有什么用呢？没什么用，20公斤，把它丢了。哦，锁上。撬锁。 撬锁好像要有，撬锁好像是要有技能的，要有窃盗，对，可以撬锁。开锁技能，我们是不会窃盗，所以就没有办法。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
新配方，哦 ，H 可以开新配方。 哦，获得了什么？食物吧。
There has been a murder,
土豆泥
Your Majesty.
锤子。
Maybe that has the Majesty's more concern than your appetite.
土豆泥加沸水锅。沸水锅。烤炉。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
牛奶。 土豆。
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
去找个炉子吧。
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
这里好像，哎。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here,
这里看
we'll
起来
hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
看起来没有像厨房的地方，好像没有厨房，应该是没有厨房。这么大一艘船居然没有厨房，这个算厨房吗？应该不算吧，比较像实验室。OK。
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Majesty's more concern than your appetite.
跟我。
You get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Click those bubbles, try her. And if she tries to run, shoot attack him.
Be good, you scallywags.
OK， 那应该探索的差不多。OK。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
好，那我们跟所有队友都讲过话了， 然后这一层也探的差不多，那我们下一次就过来这里，应该会有战斗。那我们今天就先玩到这里，好，感谢大家收看，我们下一集再见，拜拜。